U of Alabama kind of also coming off kind of a lackluster last week as well, I believe. Forgot who we watched them fall to last week, but I know it was not pretty. So both these schools definitely looking to prove themselves this time around this week. And yeah, this is the last series I believe we'll be having for the night. So thank you all so much for riding it out with us. For those of you who've been here since the start, y'all are crazy. But we're here.
We've been in it for a while, and we still have quite a while ahead of us, gamers. So
Oh yeah.
we just hope everybody's having a lovely evening thus far. Hope you guys are keeping yourselves nice and hydrated. Hope you're getting up and stretching every now and then, taking care of yourselves, because if you don't love yourself, guess who does? I can't say that I love you. That would be an abuse of power. But I do care about you as a person.
If you don't love yourself, no one will.
No, pause. I feel like it would be a gross misstep for me to say that, right? Because then people are like, oh, okay, I'm good, the one and only. No, anyways, I care about you guys. Take care of yourselves.
That's a parasocial relationship, the Ramguard.
Exactly. But with that being said, it turns out we had a little oopsie. We have to throw ourselves quickly to a nice little promo for one of the schools. Wouldn't be able to tell you which one it is. Which school are we gonna do, Devin? The William and Mary promo. So we'll see you guys in just a couple of seconds.
At William and Mary, bold moments define us. We push boundaries and find creative solutions. We take risks and pursue our passions. We ignite curiosity and change the world. At William and Mary, we see bold in action. We challenge what is known, explore what is new, and imagine a bold future. We are, and always will be, a university for the bold.
I was born bold.
And we're back, gamers. So that's the promo for William and Mary. So once again, we're gonna be waiting for our players to go ahead and jump into
It's a
the
good
arena.
school right there.
Looks like
I would
it.
go to that school.
I don't go to that school, but I'm sure it looks
Or
good.
would you?
But from that trailer alone, yes,
Based on that
absolutely, I
promo.
would. Yeah, looks fantastic. So Sean, tell us, what do we got? Who's playing?
Oh, Dara. Let me tell you. Up first, we got Umami versus Dren Goddard, and we've seen Umami play before, and I believe Umami
Yes.
played Pyramithra. Yes, and Dren Goddard is going to be playing Bowser. So this matchup, tried and true one that we've seen before, especially in our good little neck of the woods in Tri-State. I would definitely give it to Pyra and Mithra, but you never know. Bowser has enough moves in his kit to really make things a little bit difficult sometimes for Pyra and Mithra.
This is the first time I've seen Dren Goddard play, but I will say their tag is really similar to mine, and I like it. Whoever came up with that tag, I feel you. This is a tag that I would have too. This is good. This is good stuff. So
Very
on
cool.
paper, it's gonna be a little bit of a difficult matchup, right? Because like Mithra, big combo heavy character,
Oh my
maybe
God.
one of the best in the game in holding an advantage state, and Bowser, just one of the worst in terms of actually getting out of it. But seems like Dren Goddard is like holding it down pretty well.
Yeah, the thing about Pyra and Mithra is that they're pretty light. They get smacked around quite a bit if you call them out on their things, so you have to make sure your spacing is more than adequate. And I'm loving these uppy punishes out of shield from Dren Goddard saying, yeah, you have to really start respecting my shield just a little bit in terms of Umami. And I want to see if they catch on by dash grabbing or
Dren Goddard
pulling
is
any
like
moves.
threatening a lot with their movement by just jumping in and then falling back down and shielding. And as a result, they keep baiting Umami to keep on swinging. Umami not going to be able to snap onto the ledge, going to be losing their free stock. Gotta say, Dren Goddard is just getting away with a lot of jumps.
Oh my. Oh god, I'm just floored right now. Dren Goddard seems to be just doing everything correctly in terms of finding answers to Umami right here. So this is something scary.
And again, just keeps on landing aggressively. Umami's gonna have to mix it up. Maybe not necessarily always swing, because Drengaru is reacting by priming themselves to the actual hit on their shield. You can tomahawk, you can just land in shield, or you can opt to go through the ledge, but you can't keep doing the same thing.
All right, and Bowser ledge trapping, probably as scary as they come, honestly, as Umami is having such a difficult time wrapping up this first stock right now. Ooh, but the Mithra F smash, that F smash is insanely good, by the way.
Yeah, but that side B, of course, going to be able to take that stock. Mithra going to be just light enough for that to be able to happen the way it needs to. So, Drengaru, ooh, getting the sweet spot of the fire breath, but probably was not confident in it landing. Yeah.
For all of its worth. Get all that damage, because that a fully sweet spotted flamethrower does so much damage.
Oh, and that's gonna be it. Wow.
Bowser wins. And that looked good, honestly. Drengaru played that really, really well, just kind of finding answers out of shield to everything Umami wasn't really respecting here. I cannot believe this is the disrespect on this zoom in right now. Yeah, Umami needs to start finding some answers here. I feel like they were getting rock, paper, scissored by Drengaru quite a bit in these scramble situations, and really were preemptively firing off attacks. That was so sad. That was sad.
That was a little bit unfortunate, yeah.
Bonk.
Multiple times too. But yeah, really the biggest thing is you gotta mix up your landing options. You also gotta make sure you're not in those positions to begin with, but you also have to space your aerials on shield. You are Pyra Mithra, even though you don't, like, compared to the other sword characters in the game, you know, they are technically punishable. They're so big that you can just space just on the edge of Bowser's shield.
Dara doesn't find it very funny.
It's pretty funny.
Dara's like, I can't believe that. Can't believe that happened to Pyra and Mithra, my two
Disgusting.
favorite characters in the Nintendo universe.
I'm not one to be particularly biased. That was a really good game one on behalf of Drengaru. And I'm so glad that Dren won. Why? Not because I have anything against either player. It's because I really like Dren's tag. Dren's tag was sick. I'm a big fan of it. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Dre and Goddard.
You guys are trying your best with that. But yeah, that was a pretty dominant game one.
Man.
Gotta mix up your landing options. Gotta be a little bit more careful. Gotta make sure to space your aerials properly. But then when you do get those big, juicy, delicious, scrumptious hits, you gotta carry Bowser all the way off. You gotta make sure that you know your combos. You gotta know, your follow-ups, because it's Pyra Mithra Bowser. You gotta kind of combo that lad into oblivion.
Oh yeah.
And then also, Umami jumped a lot. Umami was getting away with a lot of full hops and double jumps in place. And we didn't see too many attempts to try to anti-air or air to air at all.
For real? Yeah. So, and anyway, moving into this game too, Umami definitely has adjustments to be made, I'd say. Pyra, Mithra, or Mithra in general seems to be the character that Umami favored. And I feel like Mithra's such a good whiff punisher. I feel like a lot of those interactions could have been avoided if Umami just allowed Drengaru to attack first into the situation.
Yes.
You saw Umami trying to initiate almost every single time throughout that game one.
Think about it this way. It's a game of tennis. You gotta wait for your opponent to swing sometimes and hit the ball back to you. If you're always swinging there in place,
Unless you're Mithra, then the ball is always yours.
I don't know how that analogy works, but I'll take your word for it, dog.
And then it goes from tennis to basketball.
The analogies don't make sense. They don't make sense, but I'm here for it anyways.
Oh man, it looks like alright. Up throw, up B. What in tarnation?
But you know what? It's the immediate finisher. Even though it's not like the highest damage output possible, it is a decent enough finisher. But Bowser is so heavy that it doesn't send him all that far. And Umami, dipping a little bit too deep, going to be meeting the end.
I feel like a lot of these interactions could be saved if Umami just maintains their double jump. Like I feel like there have been a lot of early double jumps in these scary situations, and Mithra up B is not quite that good on its own unless you're like riding the stage up.
But Bowser, gonna be tough going through the multi-jab. You have to remember that that is constantly an option and just able to down B.
That's a dead, yep.
Mithra.
Yep. Through and accidentally got traded there, so you can't do up B until you have your sword back, which is so unfortunate right there for Umami, but really, really fortunate for Dren Goddard at the beginning of this. We're only a minute in too, Dara. This is the last stock already, and we're only a minute in.
But Dren Goddard able to snap onto the ledge successfully, just looking for a way to be able to land. Umami is pushing the advantage so hard and had the right idea, but went for an uphill instead of a backhill.
And this is just looking worse and worse for Umami. We've got the jump back in. That's so dangerous right there to be doing, especially against a character like Bowser who can kind of shark landings pretty seamlessly. And just these command grabs just keep coming out, adding this massive damage on.
Goes through the down and up, which is such a good idea, but a little bit out of the percent window. But either way, Umami going to be able to find that first stock with a nice back heel that covers Pyra's entire body.
Nice back heel.
Nice.
Okay. A little bit of foresight coming out, but this is well within the kill percent right now for Dren Goddard to really wrap up this stock. Umami has to play out of their mind to find themselves out of this situation. But unfortunately not going to be able to find it out of that one as Dren Goddard takes it with a solid 2 stock right there. Yeah. Kind of unfortunate interactions for Umami there. I feel like a lot of the issues were very easily avoidable, so maybe they could go back and analyze the footage from this and be like, okay, I shouldn't have jumped here, or I shouldn't have done this here, I shouldn't have initiated here. I feel like there are very easy fixes that would make Umami, 10 times better after inspecting them a little bit.
Yeah, when you're lifting moves like that, you're just going to end up... Our producer is having way too much fun with those zoom-ins. He is having the time of his life.
Bro. Boonk. Anyway, we're just kind of in awe of all those replays. We're in awe of Devin's toolkit.
It's been a long day. It's been a long day.
While we wait for our next set, we're going to shoot over to a quick break. So hang in there. Hang in there, please. Don't do it. Let her hang there. Just let her stay there for a second.
Do the transition.
And then do it when she's not ready.
Hello gamers, and we are once again back with the University of South Alabama going up against William and Mary, and representing each, we are going to be having Calitron from the William and Mary going up against Sora from University of South Alabama.
The William and Mary.
The William and Mary. The one
Not just any William and Mary, but the William and Mary. We're getting into it though. Sora playing Byleth. Do you know what character just came out? Why is your tag Sora and you're not playing Sora?
For the spirit. Maybe they played it like, I'm actually good on this. But either way, I'm always happy to see Mewtwo on screen. Not sure if you guys know, but you know, I was a Mewtwo main back in the days of Smash 4. Love that little guy. Big fan of him.
Mewtwo's pretty cool. In this game, he's not at his finest, I'd say, in comparison to previous iterations of Smash, but still a very solid character when in the right hands. You know, you just got to get past all the tail hurtbox stuff, and then
yes,
should be fine. Shadow Ball is still an incredibly solid projectile to stuff out approaches. Nair's a good move. The edge guarding's really nice on this character as well, so definitely do not sleep. Although good Mewtwo players are few and far between.
Was so good. That down tilt was brilliant because it was a soft commitment. So even if it whiffed on a missed tech, or if it whiffed on if they opted for the tech option, you could still down tilt again and hit both tech roll out and tech in place, which is so good.
Whoa!
We do a little edge cancel for funsies.
That was right at the edge, though.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Oh my
Calitron
goodness.
out here.
Calitron with double jump cancel Shadow Ball charges as well. Calitron showing off a little bit of Mewtwo tech. This is so cool. Big fan.
Oh my, but Mewtwo being astoundingly light. Gonna be an easy up smash right there for Sora to clean up right there.
We're gonna be getting Sora off stage in a nasty position, but immediately buffers a get up attack. I don't think that was entirely intentional. Might have been like a messed up drop down double jump option.
And I'm loving the distance that Sora's been maintaining, you know, not really getting too sketched out when Shadow Ball is being charged. A lot of players will freak out if they see a resource being charged by their opponent. But Sora just taking it slow. You know, not really caring too much, knowing that Fail Not's arrows plow right through Shadow Ball with very little problems.
Yep, absolutely, but taking so much time to set up, while that Shadow Balls just get to go and occupy space in a moment's notice.
Wow.
That back here almost connecting. Calitron is putting all of this pressure on. Wow, what a parry. It's so good.
Wow, good view reverse edge guard right there. Definitely tripped Sora up a little bit in terms of where Calitron was going to go.
And Mewtwo back is just such a big hitbox. So much you need to respect as well. Using the Shadow Ball to soft cover any, immediate, drop downs or low recoveries in that moment. Calitron is, I don't know, they're just playing so well.
A lot of players will often jump over these tiny Shadow Balls just because their immediate thought is, I don't want to get hit. But I'm always curious to see if a player is fine with getting just ticked by this Shadow Ball, because a lot of Mewtwo players will throw it out and then try to cover double jump landings.
It's all mix-ups.
Right,
some people they run into it, some people they jump over it, shielded. Either way, you just got to make sure you're doing different options, and that's going to be death.
Oh yeah, good edge guard from Calitron right there, knowing exactly how to use Mewtwo, being so floaty with his Ness-esque double jump and how long that tail is. Edge guarding is more than a breeze for this character in these
I want to see the slowdown. I want to just see how much space this back heel occupies. From this moment onwards, look how much space, because of the rising airspeed of Mewtwo's double jump, where he just accelerates so quickly.
Oh yeah.
Almost all of that space is just one big active hitbox. Can we actually see? Devin, can we see the first back here, the one that didn't kill? And then before the second one? In the beginning of this replay? Let's see what you got for us, Dev. The pause right here. Yeah, let's go see this back here. Let's go see how much of this was an active hitbox. Just look at the Mewtwo zone. Look at the space. Look at the space. It's a lot of space. It is a lot of space. Back here is huge.
One of the best rising edge guard aerials in this entire game. It's just unfortunate because it can be traded with at certain times if it doesn't come out early enough. But against a character like Byleth, you have more than enough time to set up for it, just given how much end like her air dodge has.
Calitron brought a little something cute. Nice little funny up B cancel.
Very cute, very cute. Very swag. I like it.
But then it was a jump canceled. Up B. The teleport cancel, and then almost got the back air. But that time, just pressing back air a little bit too soon. Calitron needed to just go up a little bit higher.
Do.
That's
Yes,
good, Sean.
Calitron keeps playing like that. This set could be very well over for Sora in this situation. Calitron just doing everything they need to do, and William and Mary, one of the schools to definitely watch out for in this league this season. And seeing this caliber of play already is definitely daunting, because if U of South Alabama goes down here, this is one set off from potentially being a close case for them in terms of this series.
But this time around on Battlefield, this is going to be a little bit more of an awkward stage for Mewtwo to navigate around. He's a big lad. His movement can also be very, very slippery. So you just need a lot of control over your own mobility. But almost getting the back here, but Sora just timing the falling forward so well.
Ooh, okay, very risky double jump right there from Sora, but again, Byleth having more than enough range to deal with it right there, and I like that, just the immediate hit out of confusion, knowing that there is a little bit of end lag before Mewtwo can really do anything afterwards.
Tries to go for the forward, and I love the idea, but because it wasn't the back here, because it wasn't the Mewtwo zone, Calitron whiffed it completely and ended up dying.
Oh boy.
That hit? That still snapped?
All right, we're starting to see some fighting back from Sora right now, just not letting themselves get stuffed out too hard, but excellent Shadow Claw right there from Calitron.
Oh my gosh, look at these combos, look at these extensions, look at this chase down from Calitron, 31%, but just forcing Sora to constantly just dash back and pick defensive options.
Oh yeah. These little shadow balls not really phasing Sora, just doing retreating aerials, and again, Byleth has such good mid-range spacing on these retreating aerials that Calitron really is kind of starting to struggle a little bit to find a way in. They've been trying to force their way in.
Those neutral bees are all probes. Those are all like little tests, just seeing what your opponent is doing. Tries to go for the jump lead maybe. Not really sure what Calitron was looking for, but either way, at a 94%, tries to go for a bit of a reversal.
Oh my god. Byleth recovery, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you paid for.
And Calitron had the right idea. That's one of the best ways to actually two-frame somebody, especially at tether recovery. Follow them all the way up and then neutral it, your most active hitbox right by the ledge. These ideas are so solid.
Sora definitely starting to come alive a little bit here. Double jump, gonna get snuffed out right there, forced to air dodge right there. Not exactly the best place to burn your double jump, but Calitron now finding themselves in a lead for the first time this game.
And look at Calitron's just movement right now, just looking so confident, looking so comfortable. Gonna need to find a way to be able to up back onto the stage. Delays the double jump, so, you know, in a space that Sora can't actually properly threaten them.
Ooh, okay. Calitron trying to go for a grab there. I feel like dash attack would have been enough to do the job right there. And yeah, Mewtwo has a ton of drift and momentum off of their teleport, so definitely a good thing to go for in these cases.
That was such a cool advantage state for the second. Going for the down throw and then neutral B to cover the opponent's next option, while still in a position where you can plant your feet and react to them. But great scoop up from Sora, able to close out the stock with an up smash, keeping this game so close.
Oh god. Calitron just swinging for the fences right now, just trying to get all the defense off of Sora. And it's definitely working. Like the pressure, we're starting to see Sora just crack a little bit.
Calitron, their double jump cancel, back, down B. That was so cool. Oh. This is content.
Oh, that was potentially a very dangerous double jump from ledge right there. But Calitron just staying on Sora that entire time. A heat-seeking missile, if you will. Finding themselves that set win right there.
And Calitron, I just feel like exemplified what can still make Mewtwo so scary. It is that threatening advantage state. It is this big alien running into you at Mach speeds with hitboxes that are deceptively powerful. Also, look how late that forward air is. Look how active that move is. Let's get a replay on that real quick. Look at this. Look how late this looked. It wasn't even the initial swing. But hit it.
Good catch. Ouch. That's a slap. That's a slap I wouldn't want to take to the face for sure.
I'd take it. But yeah, no,
got obliterated. Also ill?
Yeah.
Also gross?
That was really well played from Calitron. Now, granted, I feel like I talked about them a lot. I was gushing a little bit. I was a little biased commentating for a second. I feel like Sora's, what Sora did super well this game especially, was how they were coming back onto the stage. They were not letting Calitron get away with like a bunch of rising back airs, you know? They would just like constantly like throw out a forward air or like a back air, when, that would like constantly like beat out Mewtwo's big tail hitbox.
Oh yeah. Kind of crazy stuff. This song kind of slaps.
This song does slap.
Still, though, really good gameplay from Calitron right there. And yeah, find themselves 2 sets down in University of South Alabama. They're going to have to bring it back just a little bit.
Yep.
Still got some really solid players on William and Mary still in this roster that I'm seeing that could potentially come up here. So they're going to have to kick it into high gear at this point. But in the meantime, we're going to be shooting over to a quick break while we get the next 2 players geared up for you guys. See y'all soon.
Hello, my little pug champs, and welcome back to EGFC season number 3. It is I, Dugamga, the one and only, with Fang. I would say the one and only, but a million people have that tag dog. But the one and only Fan 9S, because nobody else is the Fan 9S, nobody else is the Sean, nobody else is my lovely, incredible co-caster. Who do we got? What do we got?
Up next, we got Nanomech playing, I believe, Incineroar, and BFD playing. I have no idea who BFD plays, but we're about to find that out very, very shortly as we look up real quick. BFD plays, oh lord, BFD plays Steve. Oh my, Incineroar versus Steve. Gonna be an interesting matchup. Yeah, bad news indeed. But they're out here. I'm very curious to see how Nanomech is going to deal with this matchup, because I feel like this is a very difficult matchup for Incineroar, given how evasive Steve tends to play.
And look what BFD is already doing, just setting up this, obstacle course for the Nanomech to try and maneuver around. Oh my goodness, is this going to be a big follow-up? No, we're not going to find a finisher. Anytime I see people do that now, I keep thinking it's going to be those up smash loops, the repeater. That's what they call it.
If you didn't know, Dara, BFD stands for Big Freaking Deal. So that's what this man is. He's willing to try and extend this lead that William and Mary has already. Oh my God, barely
Look
making
at
their
the movement with the up B, yeah, getting a good amount of velocity downwards. Would I be able to tell you how that up B worked? But you got to get a nice feel for it.
It's like a glide, essentially. So you aim it downward initially because you get the upward momentum afterwards. It has a good initial shot out of it, but afterwards you get the most mileage out of it by gliding, essentially.
Seems like Nanomech is just struggling to get in, but as soon as they do, they find just a missed tech with an up smash, scooping BFD all the way up.
And if I'd say the strongest player on Alabama's roster is Nanomech, so I'm very, very curious to see as to what they're going to do in this situation, because you're down quite a whole lot. This is potentially the last set you have to save your team's bacon in this situation, so Nanomech definitely going to have to keep this lead up and make sure they clutch this out.
But Nanomech just charging so fearlessly, maneuvering around the minecart, which is always going to be a challenge of this matchup. Additionally, if you can get a revenge on that anvil, you can explode an opponent.
Yeah, I really want to see a revenge get exploited here. It can be tough in certain instances because after the minecart does hit the ground, it becomes a command grab. So you have to be definitely very well aware of that. Ooh, back throw or up throw. Not going to kill quite yet. An up throw is very good, but...
Up throw is very good, but Incineroar is super, super heavy. That back air is not going to be able to kill quite yet. Tries to go for a down tilt 2-frame. Does not find it quite yet, but just wins that interaction by just clicking that A button. That's all I got to do.
I am still consistently floored day in and day out that Minecraft Steve is a selectable character in my Nintendo game. Against characters like Sora and Sephiroth, like characters that you would normally expect, then you just have Steve Goofy.
He's just a little guy. He's just a little dude.
He's just a guy. He's just a dude trying to survive in this big wide world, this big wide biome we live in.
But look how good this follow-up is. But Nanomech adapting beautifully, going for an unconventional high side B, just knowing like, hey, I know you're doing something down there, I'm not going to the ledge.
I like the patience Nanomech has been approaching with so far. And, Steve really preys on you being impatient, tries to reversal you with tools like Elytra or Minecart. Like, the fact that Nanomech has had the patience to not really start swinging once they're at a mid-range with BFD, that was insane.
Those up B up smashes. Always, always, always. Because if you get the up B, then it can connect into up smash. If you don't,
big damage.
That move has almost no end lag.
I want to see BFD, after throwing the minecart out, be prepared to shark out these jumps, which they have been in certain instances, but I don't think they've been doing it nearly enough to catch Nanomech off guard.
Not holding the shield for long enough. You have to respect those multi-hits on your shield, and landing a little bit too poorly, and
Jake
BFD
smash.
making a bit of a comeback.
That F smash has no right being as good as it is, yo. It's crazy. Nanomech had such a good lead, but one up tilt led to everything, and just the disadvantage, kind of almost jumped pretty much directly into BFD's range right there. So when you do get juggled by Steve, you are looking to enclose space on him, especially against, as a character like Incineroar, but you just got to get out of there. You have to really take your time.
It's a tough matchup. Landing is hard, getting back to stage is hard, initiating is hard. Every part of this is not, really particularly in your favor. But I do feel like some of BFD's follow-ups, even though they got them, and they got 30%, they could be getting a lot more.
Oof.
Like jab loops and, some block extensions and with the up tilt, especially. I just feel like BFD could have pushed the advantage state just a little tiny bit more in the beginning.
I completely agree with you. That being said, though, we are looking at stage bans right now between the two schools.
Mm-hmm. What are we looking at, Sean? What do we got?
FD, Town, and Lilat are all off the table at this
Interesting.
time. So those are all stages. Well, a lot of people auto-ban Lilat just because they don't like it.
Wouldn't know anybody who does that.
No, neither do I. But FD and Town, pretty solid bans, I'd say, against Incineroar. I guess they're more worried about their landings getting sharked or early kills off the side, but we are going to Yoshi's, which is going to be quite bonkers. I don't think we've seen Yoshi's all day in terms of a stage selection, so this should be very interesting.
Yeah, this is actually going to be the first time. This is a classic Incineroar stage. This is where Incineroar wants to be, nice and small. Just by virtue of the way the platforms are positioned, sometimes he can jump in and cover half the stage with a low and whip.
Three, two, one, go!
I'll grab you and I'll throw you.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be a villager impression, just going
No, some of my favorite one I think that I've seen recently was "Eat this, Mega Smash" for the pre-game little dumb sayings that you can do in this game. I love "I'll grab you and I'll throw you" though. Because that's really the name of the game for Incineroar in this matchup.
Oh no, and now I'm just buffering the direction dodge. Gonna be just dying right off the bat.
We're just
and
building.
BFD building, having a good time.
Building freaking dirt.
Whoa! The tag
yes,
tags you just a BFW just for Yoshi's.
So you do get a higher chance of wool on this map due to the material of the stages, even though it's made of cardboard. I don't know. I didn't make it. And you do get more wool on this stage. Wool being in pretty much one of the more fragile blocks to get through in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
BFD doesn't need to pickaxe though. Pickaxe is definitely well needed for good aerials. Gold, I believe. I think hits a little fast, if I recall correctly.
But either way, that back kick is just so massive, so strong. BFD gonna be taking that stock pretty confidently. I don't know what kind of trigonometry yielded for the cut to go that way.
What just happened?
It became a spike, and then BFD got a wall tech.
BFD is actually insane. They are just building. I'm watching someone play Minecraft in real time. I don't think BFD realizes that Nanomech is there trying to fight him. I think he's
smash
literally
one
just
way.
playing Minecraft.
You could just have smashed the other direction. That move's got so little lag.
That, unfortunately, is going to be the final nail in the coffin right there for University of South Alabama. But they can still fight to get those points back. But, man, William and Mary, such a solid roster of players that are coming out with all kinds of crazy matchups, too. Mewtwo, Bowser, Steve. What is that team comp? It's insane.
You said it yourself. It's a little bit funky.
Crazy.
There's a lot of different matchups. Some of those are pretty atypical that you gotta get used to. I feel like the biggest outlier is Mewtwo, right? Because everybody's got a Bowser, everybody's got a Steve. But Mewtwo, not too common these days. But yeah, with that being said, that is going to conclude this set. We have only 2 more matches for these schools. If University of South Alabama wants to pull a fast one, they got a quadruple 3-stock, which is
nigh impossible, I'd say, given what's been going on so far. But it is possible, but I'm not counting on it too hard. Getting a 3-stock against any caliber of player is very difficult. But in the meantime, we will be transitioning to a break now.
Hello gamers, and we are back once again with EGFC Season 3, Week number 4, University of South Alabama going up against William and Mary with a dominating 16-0 point lead thus far, putting them at almost unattainable peaks, and I say almost because the maximum amount of points that you can earn each match is going to be 8. If University of Alabama gets quadruple 3-stock, they can even it up.
Correct. So we got Dizzy versus Starukami. Starukami going to be playing Lucina, and we're seeing another Sora. Everyone is just going Sora crazy this time around. And I don't blame William and Mary, you know? This lead can be extended even further as long as Dizzy doesn't get 3-stock this game. Going to be looking good for William and Mary.
But already seeing Dizzy stylish, going for some stylish combo. I see some noops. Some nail loops.
Some noop loops.
That name is so gross. Every day I'm upset that, you know, WDBTGHP
Oh
is
my
responsible
God.
for the naming stuff, but what an up smash. What a way to take that stock. Dizzy only at 25% and already so dominating.
Oh, God. Oh! Alright, Starukami definitely firing back just a little bit. Oh yeah, that seals the whole deal right there, I believe. I think even with them like double 3-stocking, if you do drop one game here, I'm pretty sure.
No matter what, it's over. No matter what, it's already over because now the most they can win is 15 points. So, congrats to William and Mary, congrats to Dizzy Stylish for taking that final and pivotal stock. But now going to be looking for an edge guard. I love that commitment to side B because it just auto locks onto the opponent for you.
Dizzy Sora looking really good thus far, though. You know, just keeping this healthy range between him and Starukami and just whiff punishing as soon as they find some sort of opening right here. And already second stock polished off right here. Are we going to see a Sora 3-stock?
It's not impossible, but the way that Dizzy is playing right now, they're just getting their damage, they're getting their edge guards, they know how to reinforce their game plan, but that time around, maybe delaying the hits a little bit too much.
Oh, yeah. Alright, though, it should be more than fine for making this. And even getting an edge guard situation potentially right here on Starukami. That Thunder is up, so if Dizzy uses it correctly, it could spell curtains for Starukami because that thing could kill deceptively early if your DI isn't on point.
Oh, for sure, but right now, Dizzy Stylish is going to be looking for an in as Starukami keeps swatting them away. A bunch of really good neutral Bs, a lot of really good falling corridors, but now starting to get some of the, like, commitments caught a bit.
If it ain't where it tried to down air on the same platform twice just to get down. But honestly,
just to feel something.
Oh my God. Yep, there we go. First time we've seen that kill confirm either falling there or falling fair into F smash. It is a real kill confirm with Sora. You don't typically see it land too often just because Sora is a bit floaty, but if he does manage to find his way down well, you can get that there. Really good stuff right there. That was perfect execution by Dizzy.
Sora is a menace, and this was like Dizzy Stylish, like still like dropping a couple of things here and there. Can you imagine in just a little bit of time what optimized Sora damage output's gonna look like? Menacing at the very least. Yeah, Dizzy Stylish played this really well. I love those down airs like in place like 5 times because it was like, hey, this gotta feel something.
You caught me mid-yawn as you finished your point, so now there was just that awkward pause.
Just yawn less, get that energy up, dog.
Stop yawning. 5 head. That was good. I love that confirm. Oh my God, that kill screen. I like the stars that come out of it too.
You can do
I will say,
dash up smash.
if there's one thing that Smash does so well, it's the particle effects after each hit. Like the fact that some of them are uniquely tailored to specific characters too is super rad.
They look sick. They look really, really cool. They look really, really
Put
pretty.
a lot of love in here.
You ever see the footstool stars?
A lot of love out here.
It's the footstool stars are like one of my favorite like animations. It's just so cute. I don't know what it is about it.
As we're gearing up for this next game right here between Dizzy and Starukami, it's looking mighty tough. I feel like the whole roster on William and Mary is just so solid. We are going to be going to Town and City for our next stage, the Ramgar. How do we feel about that?
I feel like the stage and this. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. This doesn't feel like an amazing Lucino stage as is. Lucino loves, small battlefield, PS2 battlefield. This stage feels fairly open and exposed in this kind of a matchup, especially. And Dizzy Salish is just going to be able to continue to reinforce the game plan over and over again.
This Sora looks crispy already, got the confirms down. It looks like Dizzy has clearly put a lot of time into the Sora, despite how long the character has been out. And Starokami, again, it's a double-edged sword there as well, because, Starokami probably hasn't had a lot of time to fight good level Sora players just yet. Go on Elite Smash, you'll find a bunch of them, but not too many really skilled ones out there yet. So this is a good opportunity, I feel like, for Starokami to learn the matchup.
Yeah, Dizzy Salish controlling the ledge so well, spacing that back here. Gonna be looking for another Thunderga, but Starokami having the right awareness to shield, but not gonna keep him safe from that down smash. Beautiful way to take that stock.
I never realized that was a good air dodge trap. Single hit side B into down smash. Because yeah, if you air dodge after getting slightly knocked into the air, pretty much anything will kill you. You gotta make sure you're managing your disadvantage well and rely a little less on knee-jerk air dodges and a little bit more on jumping away.
Oh my goodness. This keeps on going through these dash back F smashes, which I don't actually mind, because you can whiff them and be just fine.
Just realized that Sora and Lucina have kind of the same up smash.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty funny.
Oh, that Thunderga almost killing and gonna be looking for the back heel edge code. Has the great idea, but just not jumping too high enough.
Dizzy just trying to find their kill right now. Thunderga on deck once again, but the up B, not prepared for that one in Starokami. And again, we're looking at another potential dominant shutout right here. It just doesn't seem like Starokami has been able to find too many kill opportunities unless they're getting those stray back airs on those in-between stocks. Dizzy just seems to have complete control of this set so far.
Now those up airs are so difficult to challenge. They are active and they are menacing. They just do so much damage and just keep putting you back and refreshing the situation. Wow.
And it puts Starokami in a position where they have to approach, which is honestly everything Sora wants, because he is the evasive fighter. He's got really good, decent range, having that Keyblade in his hand right there. That was so funny. I need a replay on that ASAP, no Rocky. That was ridiculous. The DI, or however that interacted with Lucina, pushed her out or dragged her out, as opposed to letting all 3 hits of Thunderga connect right there. That was so goofy. What even happened? She just got...
Honestly?
What she didn't get put to tumble.
So those are all supposed to connect into each other. If you were mashing and holding out, you would be able to theoretically SDI that projectile. Do I know it's SDI multiplier? No, I do not. But because of the fact that electric... Well, not all multi-hits.
Not all of them.
Sometimes hitboxes have SDI multipliers of 0, but because electric hitboxes have 1.5 times hit lag, that also means you have 1.5 times the normal SDI. If you mash out on that, you might fall out of it.
Oh yeah. That's ridiculous.
Yep.
Down smash.
So good. That move is so good. Yeah,
so for the last player being sent in on University of South Alabama, it's going to be Red Rhino capping us off for the last set, I believe. This is going to be the last one. I believe it's going to be Luco or Outer Rim versus Red Rhino. But in the meantime, we are going to be shooting over to our final break of the night. So we'll be seeing you all real soon. Bye-bye.
Sorry. Hello gamers, and we are back with a final set for the evening. I am Duramka. This is my co-commentator, Fag. Hope you guys are having a good time.
Why are you laughing at me? Do I look funny to you? Is that it? Am I just so funny to look at? Am I funny looking? Is that it? We've got the last set of the entire night right here. We've got University of South Alabama, Alabama, oh my god, versus William and Mary. We got Red Rhino versus Frog.
3, 2,
And Frog?
go!
Really solid Inkling player from William Mary. I don't think it's Frogs. I think it's just Frog. It's just Frog. There's no F. Devin, fixed it now. Get it done.
On this spreadsheet.
Come on, dude. Versus Red Rhino playing Lucina. And I didn't realize that University of South Alabama had 2 Lucina players. Kind of crazy. Exactly 1 frog. No, this is the last set. Why did you change it to Rog? Jesus Christ. Rog is doing a fantastic job so far his first stock. Red Rhino just can't really seem to get these whiff punishes off too much, though. In all seriousness, and oh, there's gonna be a stock right there.
Yeah, unfortunate miss to reverse up B. You gotta make sure that you can always like up B, like up like slightly to the direction facing the stage. And sometimes it just kind of happens. But either way, right now this is such a good lead for Frog right now. 3 stocks to 1, only at 122. And just because of like how evasive and small Inkling is, it's gonna be like really difficult for Rhino to find his final hit.
And Frog looking pretty good, like 147. Inkling can play definitely evasive enough to avoid Lucina for at least some time, provided that Frog really doesn't get called out on any of these jump or gets caught by landing back air. I feel like that's just been the win condition for every Lucina player today.
I think there's just like a really good timing mix-up as well, just like Red Rhino a little bit, just waiting out the spot dodge and finally found that back here, right? But now the question is, how do you put on those low percent combos? No need to when you could just counter in neutral, leading your opponent to oblivion.
Alright, I like the splatter shot usage in the corner, kind of preventing Red Rhino from finding a confident way in, because that, it doesn't put you in tumble, but it does push you back, and you do take damage from it as that move is hitting you. So definitely a very rare property for most moves in this game, but definitely helps Inkling ink out that little bit of extra damage. So sorry.
Tried to go for the booyah, was not able to find it just outside of the percent range for it, and now this is going to be the ledge trap. Inkling is one of the most prolific ones there are. Frog was ready for it, but then decided to like charge up the ink one more time instead of just going for the up smash as is.
Red Rhino just desperately trying to find their way in throughout all this. Frog, though, very solid. If Frog keeps up this gameplay, it'll be just a complete shutout on University of South Alabama right here. And that is I think the last thing that any team wants in this in this series, or in this league in general.
Just dashing back and forth, so menacing. Frog at this point is just looking for any way that they can get this kill. Sets up the edge guard.
Oh, what? What in the name of hitboxes? What?
I think
What
it's
is
just
fastball fair from Frog? That was like the shin or knee hitbox. What happened there? Devin,
It's so scary. It's like you got 2 things coming at you. You got 2 big hitboxes going at you. You got down B. You got Inkling flying at you, and just covering so much space.
What? Huh? Just chilling. Just having a nice little nap. Interesting. Lucina's like, what the heck?
I mean, if a giant ass squid like just jump, oh my goodness, if a giant squid just jumped on me like that out of nowhere, I'd have lost it as well. You know, like Lucina looks so surprised getting hit by that.
You're like this just, medieval knight fighting for your life against other knights, or in a game where if you die once, you're just dead for good. You just see this tiny squid child just descend upon you at Mach 5 and just boot you in the head. You're just dead. Goodbye.
But yeah, with that being said, a pretty dominant game one for Frog. They sort of started to play keep away. They were able to get a lot of their damage out. I just feel like Red Rhino was getting caught on a good amount of their jumps. And yeah, so I'm curious to see what kind of a stage they'll go for game number 2. I just think there needs to be like a big, like timing and spacing adjustment made on behalf of Red Rhino, slowing it down a little tiny bit, just knowing the spaces that you can jump in safely, knowing what Inkling really wants to do to get in on you. It's
true. Yeah, and hitting Inkling can be tough. It's not definitely an easy endeavor given how much mobility this character has, how easy it is to get spaced out in certain instances because of the low committal moves that Inkling has at their disposal. If there's a character that can call out jumps well, though, it's Lucina. And I feel like Red Rhino just has to become a little bit more privy to that, start calling out these jumps, and forcing Frog to respect the spacing that Lucina can command.
Yeah. And getting back to Surge against Inkling is not an easy feat. That is a character that can just occupy so much space. Big, active hitboxes, amazing mobility, and just by virtue of being able to act independently of your down B and edge guard alongside that, you can just force and manipulate your opponent to try and move around you. So, side play Inkling, there's good stuff. But it seems like we are going to be going to small battlefield. I don't think it's going to do that much of a difference.
This is a good stage for both characters, IMO.
Yeah.
It's a good stage for most characters in this game, honestly. The smallest of battlefields.
Yeah.
I think Inkling is also the perfect character for a player with the tag Frog.
Because they're both aquatic animals.
That's right. Very good, Dara. I think also Red Rhino playing Red Lucina, very cool. Very appropriate theming. Good job, everybody. Unlike me, guy with the gamer tag Fang, you think, oh, he plays Wolf, right? No. I play Ness. Couldn't tell you why. Either way. Getting into what could potentially be the very last game of this series right here. What a start from Frog.
And that's so scary, right? Because the last thing you want to do is go to the ledge. What if they're setting 2-frame? What if the down B is going to cover that? So you want a panic option, air dodge into the stage, but Frog is already there, ready to cover it at a moment's notice.
Oh yeah. Ooh, good nair by Red Rhino. They should definitely capitalize on this right here. Not going to be able to get down there fast enough. Inkling's recovery is pretty good for the most part. If you can deploy a hitbox while you're below the ledge as well, that's your best bet to punish there. Or unless you're Ness, and you have the best edge guarding tool in the entire game that catches most recoveries, and you're still on stage. But for Red Rhino, I believe they just need to be going off stage just a bit more frequently to get those edge guards.
Yeah, you need to, especially against Inkling, the best thing that you can do is just ledge hang and then drop down, double jump back here, right? Because the Inkling hitbox is only on, collision with the ground. But, the setup is going to be so nasty.
Forward throw at high percent, I guess. I mean, I don't know when back throw can kill across the stage for Inkling. I know it's Inkling's de facto kill throw. I think down throw actually might be pretty good as well.
At 183, anything will kill, especially.
It's true.
Fast fall back here, 140%. Just about anything can kill Frog. That's exactly what I want to see. Even if you're not going to commit to something, just dropping out there and double jumping back on at least forces your opponent to commit to something.
And Red Rhino's still desperately trying to find their way to this one. It just seems like they're getting caught whiffing a lot. And Inkling's one of the characters with good dash speed that can really catch these whiffs, given that the character can shrink their hurt box while they're dashing. Just have to, I'm liking these aerials. It's just okay. That's a kill.
Great way to catch a shield. You're probably not even going to kill with up throw as Lucina at that point either. So maybe the best way to go about it.
Oh yeah. That should be a solid edge guard. No jump. Are we going to see the edge guard? I like the splat bomb there. Did that actually prevent the snap from ledge right there? I'm not sure. Or was it just too early? Either way, very convincing JV3 right there to close it out from William Mary on Frog. South Alabama, definitely going to have to go back to the drawing board after this one. Maybe just check these VODs out, see what adjustments could be made in this situation. But that is going to round out all the series for tonight. I believe we are going to have an interview coming up with William and Mary, maybe? We'll see.
Well, let's let you know about that. But yeah, either way, really good stuff to Frog. They played really well. They played back. They were able to get a lot of whip punishes and a lot of overcommitments from Gargano and found edge guards. And against Lucina, that's maybe the best thing that you could possibly ask for. So Gargano, they did the best of their abilities. I feel like one of the biggest things, they kept initiating from almost exclusively falling aerials, which is fine, but sometimes you need to get a little bit more comfortable with down tilts and up tilts.
Nar. Couldn't recover there.
With down tilts and F tilts and up tilts and rising aerials as well. So you gotta, just mix it up just a little teeny tiny bit. Make sure you're not always getting called up. But with that being said, we're gonna quickly cut to a break as we set up an interview with Claytron, I believe.
Not Calitron, which we were wrong about because someone wrote it on the sheet wrong. But it is Claytron, not Calitron.
So see you guys in just a couple of minutes, so stay tuned. Hello gamers, and we are back with our final interview, our final schools of the evening. Here we have Claytron representing William and Mary. Hello my little PogChamp, how are you doing this evening?
Doing well. Just coming off a good win against South Alabama and feeling good.
You guys played immaculately today, I gotta say. Each one of you just exemplified like really very strong, cool things. Especially you and your Mewtwo. I haven't seen like really slick Mewtwo play like that in a really long time. So props to you for that one. It was really good.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
It was.
I know Dara was a huge fan.
I was a huge
gushing
fan.
the entire time.
I saw like double jump cancel, disable. I saw like double jump cancel shadow balls for no reason after he took a stock, and I was like, damn, that's a sick flex. That's cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I do like my tech skill.
Listen, I need to. I felt that actually right over here. I was gonna I feel like a lot of you matches, you guys were all really confident. You guys didn't even drop a single game today, so it's pretty much a wash. You guys are looking very dominant this season. I've been asking this everybody today. Is there anybody after last week's performance that you feel you're a little bit worried about this season? Anybody from last season, any schools that you feel are really shaping up to be menaces?
I think when we're playing at our best, which I think that we often bring to the table, I think we can beat just about anyone in the league. I think we're a very strong team, and I'm really looking forward to our games in the future as well.
What would you say is the X factor for William and Mary? What makes you guys this dominant? What edge do you have on other schools that other schools don't seem to have with their team comps?
I think for us, it's definitely that we play a lot of unorthodox characters that you don't really see too often in the meta, some characters that you don't get to play against too often. And I think we just really bring that kind of X factor into our matches because I think we're all so solid that if we are bringing our best play and people don't really understand exactly what we're doing, then we could just absolutely dominate.
In that case, is that something that you're worried about, though? If you have this X factor right now, do you believe that's something that is going to maybe diminish a little bit over the course of the season as people get adjusted to different matchups? What do you have planned in that instance?
I think as the saying goes, just adapt. I think we'll definitely get through it as a team. I think all of our players are just super solid, and we could definitely get around. If the other players in the league try to adapt around us, I'm super confident that the rest of our team can adapt to that as well and show up still.
That's pretty much all the questions I had. I just want to congratulate you guys once again on the victory. You guys are incredibly solid. I hope to see more success from you guys in the coming weeks. You guys are definitely some of my favorite players in the league in terms of just how much diversity you guys bring to the table in terms of player skill and character mains as well. So I'm wishing you guys all the best.
I still got a couple of questions, though.
You got some questions? Let's hear them.
Yeah, you're not off the hook quite yet. I was going to ask you, are there any players from today that you feel were the MVPs? Maybe somebody that was really encouraging. Maybe somebody today that you personally feel on your team you want to shout out. Well, adjacent.
I'll go ahead and shout out Dren. Just making sure I pronounce his name correctly. He asked me to do that. Correct the commentators real quick.
What's the tag?
Dren Goder.
Oh my God! They wrote another one wrong then on the sheet.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That messed up two of your guys'
apologies.
names.
Didn't.
No, all good. But I think just him, going in and just dominating so proficiently, just the first game. I think that really set us up well. It gave us a lot of momentum going into the next games in the sets.
Awesome. Well, in that case, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your evening. I'm not going to hold on to you guys for too long.
Pretty late. It's 11 now.
Yeah.
It is pretty
crazy.
late. Hope you guys have a lovely evening. Good luck in the rest of the season. Hopefully, we'll be able to commentate some of your matches in the upcoming weeks. And with that being said, we hope everybody else has a good night as we close off the stream for today. Thank you so much to everybody that was able to stop by. And thank you once again for William and Mary for being able to conduct this interview. I'm Duramgar.
I am Fang, and where can they find us, Star? First of all,
they can find us at Duramgar for myself. If you'd like to see me on Twitter, on Twitch as well by that handle, you can go ahead and find Fang at Fan9S on both Twitter and on Twitch. Our lovely producer, though, House of 3000, Devin, behind the scenes, runs some of the best production around. And with that being said, gamers, we hope everybody has a lovely evening. Keep yourselves hydrated, eat something nice and tasty. Go tell somebody that you love them. Go hug your dog.
I'm about to do that. I'm about to go give my dog lots of hugs and kisses.
I don't have a dog.
I'm
actually really scared of them.
Dogs are so cute, though. I think you just need to own one to not be scared.
I like the idea. I like the idea of dogs. I like the idea of them. They're kind of sick. Yeah.
Conceptually, dogs are pretty tight.
And practicality, person dependence. Depends on a matchup. So, gamers, I hope everybody has a lovely evening. We'll see you guys next week. Peace. Take care.